Good day, y'all. I just wanted to say that being on this journey that we all, well, at least most of us, kind of almost despise. Don't want to say hate, can't stand. It's like a love-hate relationship. We're just being on this journey. It's a beautiful thing to be connected to somebody else the way that you are. But you ask the universe, you ask God, like, why couldn't it be somebody else who's not giving you a hard time? And the funny thing about that is, most of us aren't even chasing the other person, but yet they feel the need to run. And I'm just like, nobody's chasing you. Nobody's after you. But I'll say this. I can definitely tell you that my twin has this habit of, and I didn't realize it at the time, but my twin had this habit of, when we were together living in the same household, I didn't even realize just how manipulated I was being by him, by the just little subtle things that he was doing. And it's funny that when you're not in the situation, it's like you're able to see so much clear now, the things that you weren't able to see before. But I'm grateful because I was able to see just how much the manipulation was there, which was so weird because he would always try to throw it back in my court. And I clearly remember, like, before we purchased our house down here where we're at now, in this community that we're in now, we stayed in a high-rise building. And I clearly remember this was probably like, this is before 2008. And I remember having a conversation with him. I was like, you know what, you like to try to control. You like to try to control what it is that I do. And he will flip it back and was like, no, you like to try to control. And I'm like, what? Like, if it's anything, I always gave my advice, meaning, like, because use the advice I give. I'm sorry, but if you're an Aquarius, as I said, always use the advice you give. When Aquarius gives you advice, you should listen. You know, I'm not saying that we're always right, but when we're coming from a healthy place, you know, we generally usually are right. And one of the quotes are, if Aquarius tell you something, you should listen, so that you don't have to learn the hard way. Well, let's just say, you know, sometimes people just have to have a sore ass, and, you know, because they don't want, or should I say, they're not ready to learn the truth. But anywho, I would always give advice, and it wasn't just to him, but it was just always to other people. Other people always appreciated advice, but him, on the other hand, it was always like, da, 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 da. It was almost like, oh my God, like dealing with a 2-year-old. My favorite, it wasn't favorite, but I used to have to say it to him all the time. I was like, oh my God, it's like dealing with a 2-year-old. You're like, we're not in preschool no more. Come on now. Like, you pay the bills like a grown-ass man and you take care of your business. But when it comes down to having a conversation, oh my God, it's like, you know, it's like a 2-year-old. Like, you don't even understand the language of even the things that I'm saying. It was annoying, very annoying. So I am very grateful for not to even be dealing with that BS now. You know, I was telling, come on, Cinnamon. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm walking my dog out here. We out here by this lake. Y'all have to make sure that y'all get out, because being out in nature, I have to do this. This is a must. This is before I start my day. I have to. I just have to. I have to. Because on those days that it rain, oh my God, it's like I have to find other ways to kind of ground myself, and this really helps me. But look at this, y'all. They wrote on the rocks. Look like something from ancient Mayan times or something. But anywho, so I'm out here near the lake that's by my house. You can see it in the background. And I enjoy being out here every day. I decided to take a different route because I'm like, okay, Lord, like, it's time to walk new territory now, because I'm, hell, I think I done walked pretty much all the trails that's not only near my house, but when I say near my house, I mean not even within a mile radius of my house. And hold on, y'all. This right here is a little skeptical part. You gotta walk this little thin line, and I got the dog, so I gotta make sure she don't slip, and I gotta make sure I'm in the right position. But anyway, so yeah, so just having a conversation, I don't miss that at all, at all. I had to tell him the other day. I was like, you know what? Because he told me, well, stop sending messages through the kids. And I told him, I said, if come on, Cinnamon. I told him, I said, if you can't talk to me the way you would want somebody to talk to you, then I will continue to send messages through the kids, because I don't have time to be talking to somebody who is like in elementary school and I'm a freaking professor, should I say, or should I say a scholar, or, that I'm not saying that, I'm better than somebody else, but what I am saying is just a conversation just gets like that at times. And I don't know, but I've been told that when I have conversations with people, it's not something that I do intentionally, but I don't know if I just intimidate people because of the shit that I say or the stuff that I say, like, just give people stuff to think about. But anyway, so, but I don't miss those conversations at all. Honestly, as I told him, I said, I only deal with lions. So when you come to me from one lion to another lion, yes, I said a lion, not a lioness, because I feel like lioness, they need to flock in packs. I don't need to roll with packs. It'd be great if the universe sent me somebody, friends who are like-minded like me. By all means, I'd be more than happy to roll in a pack. You know what I mean? But I ain't got time for all this catty stuff and chatty Cathy and drama and all that stuff. I don't got time for all that. I can't stand that stuff. Anyway, but I told him, I said, for one, if you're able to approach me like the lion, then by all means, we can have a conversation. I don't mean he got to approach me like being aggressive because another lion is there. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, just have a conversation like a lion, But, because I told him, I said, right now, I feel like I'm dealing with a lioness. He's the lioness, I'm the lion. And I ain't got time for that. We doing too much chatty Cathy with people and, talking about other people. And I was like, you ain't got nobody else to talk about but talk about your stuff. I guarantee if you start talking about your stuff and putting your stuff out there and stop talking about everybody else, you will shut up real quickly, because you don't want people to know your stuff. Instead, you're too busy throwing other people under the bus, which is all good. But anywho, that's his stuff. But get out of this, Cinnamon. But with that being said, I make sure I gotta keep saying that all the time. But as I told him before, I wish him much love, and whatever it is that he decided he wanted to do, I say a prayer for him every night, and I do. I sincerely love him with all my heart, but I realize that I can love you from a distance. You stay over there, as I told him, and that's why I'm over here, because I don't have time for that. I'm looking to only roll with people who are like-minded like me, and who has integrity, the love of self and self-respect, and not crossing boundaries and not allowing other people to cross boundaries, and know what's really important in their life, and not so much their friends, but more so, your family is important. But I'm not worried about that, because as I told y'all before, like, I don't look for somebody else to bring me joy. I bring myself joy. I bring myself joy. 2018, I started buying flowers for my own self and treating my own self, rather than waiting on other people to do stuff for me. I will say this, like, when my husband was staying in the household, I'm not saying that he never did anything for me, because yes, he did. He went above and beyond. But sometimes it's not about going above and beyond with the material things, because sometimes it's just a matter of, you tell me you love me, but you always buy me these material things. And sometimes that stuff is not important to me, But on the other hand, all I ever wanted was for you just to express your true feelings and your emotions, period. To be vulnerable, just like I had to be, you know? And I just feel like if you're not coming like that, I don't want to deal with you. And as I told him back in, I want to say it'll be April last year, you know, just go ahead on and sign those divorce papers. Like, seriously, be done, you know? Unfortunately, my financial situation is I'm having to rebuild my life all over again. But hell, if I had the money, I would file for the damn divorce myself. But anywho, and I told him back in December, right before 2020, you know, he coming at me, you know, talking trash yet again. And I was like, okay, well, if you feel that way, as I told you before, just sign the damn divorce papers. Just file for them. And then I want to say, come January, we having another conversation. That's what I'm talking about. Like, stop talking and just do it. You know, you want to run around here, act like you big baller, like you got a guy going on, trying to impress people. I know the truth. But my thing is, you know, if that's how you truly feel, then just do it. Stop trying to get a reaction out of me, because I'm just tired of all the back and forth. And yeah, I'm just tired of all the back and forth. I'm just tired of the drama. This is a nice view, y'all. Let me show y'all real quick. But yeah, I'm just tired. I'm tired. And I told God, I was like, God, I said, I don't understand. Like, it's like torture. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. Everybody who's on this journey, it's like a soap opera, like daytime drama soap opera. And it's like you don't even want to be a part of it, and you're a part of it. I was like, why couldn't you just connect me to someone who was a soulmate and have that type of connection? You know what I mean? Oh my God, everything would be so peaches and cream. But anywho, so anyway, but I told God, I said, God, I'm sorry. This twin flame journey has been a pain in the ass. It has been hard. I know we all are tired as a collective. I get it that you're trying to teach us lessons and you're trying to show us how to be a better person. I get that. But I'm just like, can we do it another way? But my whole thing is, I said, God, I don't care. Get out of there, Cinnamon. I don't care what type of connection that you allow him and I to have. You know, I don't care. I don't care if it's a spiritual connection. It's a beautiful thing. Yes, if I knew that the other person was acting right. But the other person is not acting right. So with that being said, I told God, I said, God, you know what? I'll take a soulmate. I'll take a lifelong partner of a soulmate, because I don't got time to be dealing with this. I don't care. I really don't. That's just where I'm at. Like, I'm done. I've been done since September 2018. And I don't understand. Like, oh my God. Like, I thought once I said I was done, like, we'll be done with dealing with this stuff. But it's like, there's still always stuff that keeps coming up. I'm like, oh my God. Like, seriously? But anywho. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. And remind you guys to make sure you take time for yourself and get out and walk, and don't worry about that other person. Focus on you, because the moment that you focus on you, then all of a sudden they come calling you, because he does that every time I release and let go. He always try to find a way to somehow to come back, have a conversation, and so on and so on. Hold on, y'all. How are you?
Good morning.
How are you?
Doing good.
Stop, Cinnamon.
Welcome.
Stop it. And he would always make it a point to try to come back and try to ease his little way in there, and I have to, you know, let him know, ain't nobody got time to be dealing with that. Go ahead on, because if you come in with stupidity, then just stop calling me, period. Unfortunately, it's like I got kids, but that don't mean nothing, because like I said before, like, if you don't come correct with your conversation, you can deal with the kids and hear the message through the kids, because I ain't got time for that, you know. So But anywho, come on. But anywho, so it's just like, I'm just like, just tired. Just tired. So anyway, you guys, I just wanted to tell you, keep your head up. I know we all having to do that. And we all trying to stay strong. And we all are trying to do the best that we can with the circumstances that we have been given. And I know it's hard. And I'm just like y'all too, so I just try to take one day at a time. One day at a time. So I'm wishing y'all much love, much light, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. So my hands are too cold and I'm holding my phone. I got the dog leash, so I can't. Mwah. How about that? Much love, much light. Enjoy your day. Until next time.